Transform your mind, transform your life. Every single day is a chance to start again. And no matter what you went through yesterday, no matter how many times you stumbled, no matter how many people doubted you, today is a new opportunity to rise, to stand tall, to show the world and yourself what you are truly made of, because within you, there is a fire, a force that cannot be measured, a strength that cannot be broken, and a potential that has no limit. And when you decide to step into that power, you become unstoppable. Life is not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about creating the moment. It's about saying, I may not have it all figured out, but I will begin. I may not know the entire path, but I will take the first step, because the first step is what begins the journey, and each step after builds momentum until suddenly you are running, you are climbing, you are soaring toward the life you once thought was impossible. Greatness requires sacrifice. It demands late nights, early mornings, endless practice, and relentless faith. It requires you to say no to the distractions that pull you off course, and yes to the habits that build your vision. It requires discipline, the discipline to do what's necessary, even when you don't feel like it. The discipline to keep showing up when the results haven't arrived yet. The discipline to push harder when the world tells you to stop. And when you live with that discipline, something incredible happens. You begin to transform your mind, sharpens your body, strengthens your spirit, elevates, and you realize the impossible was only waiting for your persistence. Every time you think about quitting, remember this pain is temporary, but pride is forever. Discomfort fades, but growth remains. The sweat, the tears, the hours invested, they don't vanish. They accumulate, they build, they form the foundation of your success. And one day you will look back and thank yourself for not quitting. You will be grateful for the nights you pushed through the mornings. You showed up, the battles you fought, because those battles created the warrior inside of you. You must guard your mind, because the mind is the battlefield. It will tell you you're not ready. It will whisper that you can't. It will try to convince you that your dreams are too big, too far, too unrealistic. But the truth is, the mind is only reflecting fear, not reality. You are stronger than fear. You are bigger than doubt. You are capable of more than you could ever imagine. And when you start feeding your mind with belief, with vision, with positivity, you rewire your life, because what you focus on expands. Focus on fear, and you find excuses. Focus on growth, and you find opportunities. Look at the stories of those who have achieved the impossible. They were not born extraordinary. They became extraordinary by refusing to quit, by refusing to listen to the voices of doubt, by daring to take risks and standing tall in the face of failure. And so every failure is not the end. It is feedback, it is direction, it is part of the process. Failure is proof you are trying. Failure is evidence that you are daring to step outside of comfort. And every time you rise after falling, you build resilience. Resilience is the armor of champions. Resilience is what keeps you standing when life tries to knock you down. Resilience is what turns ordinary people into legends. You must also understand the power of patience, because greatness does not arrive overnight. Seeds take time to grow. Trees take years to mature. Empires take decades to build. But the consistency of small efforts day after day creates unstoppable results. Success is not about doing everything at once. It is about doing something each day, something that moves you forward, something that aligns with your vision, and those small, consistent steps will compound until one day you look around and realize you are living the dream you once only imagined. The key is to never settle. Do not settle for average. Do not settle for comfort. Do not settle for less than what you are capable of, because inside of you is greatness waiting to be unleashed, and settling is the enemy of greatness. Demand more of yourself. Demand more of your life. Demand more of your future. Because if you do not demand it, no one else will. The world will accept you at the level you accept yourself. So raise your standards, lift your vision, and claim the life that belongs to you. Discipline, dedication, focus, resilience. These are the tools of champions, and every single one of them is within your reach. But you must choose to use them. The journey will not be easy. There will be setbacks, there will be failures, there will be pain. But remember, this pain is not punishment. Pain is preparation. Every hardship you endure is shaping you. Every obstacle is strengthening you. Every challenge is molding you into the person capable of carrying your dream. So do not run from the struggle. Embrace it, because the struggle is your training ground. The truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one will hand you success. No one will carry you to the finish line. This is your race. This is your fight. This is your responsibility. And that is the greatest gift, because it means you have the power, you have the control, you have the ability to create your destiny. So take ownership, take control, take the reins of your life and steer it toward the future you want. Because if you don't, someone else will, and you deserve to be the author of your own story. And when that day comes, when you achieve what once seemed impossible, when you stand tall and look back at the mountain you climbed, you will realize it was never just about the goal. It was about who you became in the process, the strength you discovered, the courage you found, the resilience you built, the character you shaped. That is the true reward of this journey. So today, choose strength. Today, choose courage. Today, choose to rise above excuses. Today, choose to be relentless, because this is your life. This is your moment. This is your time, and nothing, not doubt, not fear, not failure, will stop you from becoming the person you were born to be. And think about the stories that move us the most. They are never about the people who had it easy. They are about the ones who faced failure after failure and kept rising. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team, but he used that setback as fuel to become the greatest player in the world. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television, but she turned rejection into a platform that changed millions of lives. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before creating the light bulb, but he never called them failures. He called them lessons, because he knew each attempt brought him closer to success. And J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Each of these people could have quit. They could have listened to the voices that told them no, but instead they chose to persist. They chose to believe. They chose to fight. And because of that, the world remembers their names. Your story may not be the same, but the principle is the same. Your struggles are not signs that you should quit. They are signs that you are on the path to something great. Your failures are not final. They are stepping stones. And every time you get back up after falling, you are building a story worth telling. One day, your journey will inspire someone else to keep going, because they will see your scars, your struggles, your triumphs, and know that if you could rise, so can. Life will not hand you opportunities wrapped in a bow. Sometimes it will hand you problems. Sometimes it will hand you pain. Sometimes it will hand you heartbreak. But hidden inside those moments is the gift of growth, the gift of strength, the gift of clarity. The challenge is meant to prepare you, not break you. It is meant to shape you, not stop you. It is meant to test how badly you want the life you say you want. When the world doubts you, let that doubt become your motivation. When people laugh at your dreams, let their laughter become fuel. When fear whispers in your ear, let it remind you that you are close to something worth fighting for. because fear shows up whenever you are about to do something powerful. The closer you get to greatness, the louder fear becomes. But fear is not a stop sign, it is a signal that you are on the right path. Your future self is watching you right now, asking, please don't quit, please keep going. Please keep building, because every step you take today is shaping the person you will become tomorrow. And that future version of you will either thank you for your persistence or regret your hesitation. So do it for that version of you. Do it for the life you dream of. Do it for the people who are counting on you. Do it because quitting will never bring you peace, but persistence always will. You must also understand the importance of environment. Who you surround yourself with matters, because energy is contagious. If you spend time with people who doubt, complain, and settle, you will slowly adopt their habits. But if you surround yourself with people who push, inspire, and uplift, you will rise to their level. Choose your circle wisely, guard your energy, protect your vision, and never allow the small thinking of others to shrink your dreams. Remember, success is not about luck. It is about preparation, meeting opportunity. It is about building yourself day after day so that when the moment arrives, you are ready. It is about training when no one is watching. It is about believing when no one else believes. It is about preparing when no one is clapping, because when the spotlight finally shines, you will not rise to the occasion. You will fall to the level of your preparation. So prepare relentlessly. And when the journey feels long, when the nights feel endless, when the progress feels slow, remind yourself that every giant tree started as a seed. Every marathon begins with a single step. Every masterpiece begins with a blank canvas. So keep planting, keep stepping, keep painting, because greatness is built brick by brick, step by step, day by day. And before you know it, what once seemed impossible will stand before you as your reality. You're capable of far more than you know. Your potential is limitless. Your spirit is unbreakable. Your vision is valid. But you must decide, you must commit, you must act, and you must keep going, no matter how hard it gets, because this is your time, this is your journey, this is your life, and you were not born to simply exist. You were born to rise, you were born to conquer, you were born to shine,